But the fact that it is bright and you can change all the colors, there's just a lot to like with this light bulb. At the heart of any smart home is smart lights. And the big question is, how many people does it take to install a smart light? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. Hi, folks. It's Andy Baryer, Handy Andy from handyandymedia.com. And if this is the first time you've watched this, you have come to the one-stop shop for all things how-to and DIY. And today we're going to be talking about smart lights. And in particular, I'm going to be reviewing this one from Cync. It's their Direct Connect Smart Bulb. So without further ado, sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready, folks, and cue the intro. So if you haven't heard of Cync, you're not the only one, because this is the first product that I've ever reviewed from Cync. It's actually a subsidiary or a sub-brand of GE Lighting. So GE is getting into the smart home, and boy, are they going big, because this bulb right here is very, very affordable. I checked on bestbuy.ca, so the Canadian Best Buy. It's about $17. When I first installed smart bulbs in my house back in 2017, they were like $50 a pop. So the price has gone down. Not only that, look at this bulb. You can't tell that it's a smart bulb. It looks like your typical incandescent 60-watt bulb because it has the exact same dimensions. And boy, is this incredibly light. You know, the first generation of smart bulbs, they were bigger and they were heavier, whereas this one just looks like your typical bulb. And this is actually very, very important, folks, because some light fixtures, you know, you have your cover, and even though it has this end, which is a typical 60-watt incandescent bulb port, the bulbs were bigger, and then you try to put on the cover and it doesn't fit because it wasn't designed for bigger bulbs. Whereas this one, doesn't matter what kind of light fixture you have, take out your old incandescent bulb, put this one in, you're guaranteed it's gonna fit. And I learned the hard way, so this is a really good point, and you know, something that I really liked about this bulb, because you can't even tell that it's smart. Another great thing about it is that it doesn't require a hub, so you don't have to connect it to the back, you know, a little hub in the back of your Wi-Fi router, which takes away an Ethernet port, and you have to then plug it into the outlet, so you probably need a power bar. You don't have to worry about that. This is literally plug and play. Once you take your old bulb out, you put this in, you download the Cync app, which is available for Android and iOS, and then you just follow the instructions. And inside the app, it tells you everything. It will detect the bulb. It will ask to connect to your Wi-Fi network. You can then name the bulb. You can specify what room the bulb is in. You can then pick, if you have multiple bulbs, you can make it into a group. So you can turn all the bulbs on and off or change the colors all within the group. And all of that is done in the Cync app. In fact, it'll take you probably like 5 minutes to get this bulb up and running. The only thing is, you need to be within 40 feet of the bulb when you're doing the install. So screw it in, get down off the ladder so you don't hurt yourself, open up the app, and get it up and running. I highly recommend, though, you get more than one bulb, because then once you set up that group, things get really, really cool. Kids love it. Impress your friends. The fact that you get millions of colors, you can go from everything. By the way, fun fact, my favorite LED bulb color is purple. I don't know why. Maybe I like Prince a lot. I don't know why. I just think purple is the best color. Do I have any purple back here? Oh yeah. There's a little purple back over there. But it's a good look. However, here's the thing. If you're replacing your typical light bulb, say in your kitchen or in your living room, you're going to want to use it as a white light. And one thing I like about the Cync app is that they have this one section where they have what's called tunable white lights. So you could actually change the color temperature of that light. So you could have like daylight, you could have like sunrise, sunset, or candlelight, which was my favorite, which is this really orangey glow. You know, something like that is really good, because most people, even though they have all these different colors, you're going to use it as a white light, and you have the ability to change that color temperature inside the app. The only thing is, and I'll keep this review really short because we're talking about a freaking light bulb. The only thing that was missing inside the Cync app was the ability to have what's called a circadian feature, because we have what's called a circadian cycle. I want the ability of this to mimic the sun, exactly the time of day, the season, everything. So when that sunrise happens, you You check any weather app, it tells you what the sunrise and sunset is. This should then sync, pun intended, sync with the sunrise and the sunset. Not only the time that it rises and sets, but the color temperature of the sun exactly. Just mimic it inside your home. So in the event that you don't have your windows open, you're going to still be able to get that sun, or maybe it's in a cloudy day, you can still see the color temperature of the sun indoors. That is a missing feature of the Cync app. TP-Link has it. I have TP-Link smart lights. That is my freaking favorite feature. However, the only problem with those lights is because it'll naturally dim, so it gets brighter during the day, like say high noon, it is freaking bright, but then it starts to dim down. But it almost gets too dim that even though it's like this orangey glow, it gets so dim that, you know, I wish I could even, in that, man, I'm picky. I wish in the app I could then, you know, change the brightness of that color. But the Circadian feature is just a killer feature for smart lights. Sync, 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 sync with the sun, and you're going to have an awesome light because this is very, very affordable. Also, it has 800 lumens. This is an incredibly bright light. I love the fact that just this one bulb was able to just light up my kitchen. Just sitting in this one little light fixture, you know, little tiny thing that I have, like a desk lamp fixture. The whole room was like bright. I was like, damn. You know, compared to the lights that I had or that I installed back in 2017, this is very, very bright. 800 lumens, does a really good job. It is super easy to set up. The other thing I'd like to see in the app is some effects, maybe, if they could have some type of light effects, because it's cool to change the colors. But, you know, give me some effects. Like, look at those effects that happen over the back over there. Something like that would be kind of cool. All in all, though, this is one of the best smart lights that I've reviewed. I love the fact that it is the same size as your typical 80 incandescent bulb. It uses 85% less energy. Lasts 15 times longer. You probably get like 20 years on a smart bulb. Now, of course, it all depends on how long you have it on and off. Another great thing is inside the Cync app, it integrates with your voice assistant seamlessly. You typically would have to go into a separate app, but in this one, right after you do the install, it asks you, do you want to set it up with your voice assistant? And you say yes, and then bada boom, bada bang, it's all set up. So if you're tech savvy or not, you're going to be able to install this light bulb. That's why I said in the beginning, it takes 1.5 people because you need one person and one smartphone, and you can get this up and running. But again, I do encourage everybody to get more than one, to have that group function. That's when you really see the power and the versatility of smart lights. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Cync Direct Connect Smart Bulb from GE Lighting. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and leave your comments below, because your boy Handy Andy always answers every comment, good or bad. You're going to hear from me, so take a risk. What am I going to say? Go ahead and leave your comments below. If you have questions about smart lights or anything, you want good deals, little tips and tricks, I'm your guy. Once again, it's Andy Baryer, Handy Andy, from Handy Andy Media. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.